Check this out. We're going to plant sugarcane. Welcome to Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. My name's Scott and I'm down in Black Gumbo Southern Gardening South, my son's house. You've been here before when we talked about getting chickens and you helped us get chickens. Hey, guess what? They arrived this week.
Give him something at his feet, you know?
Yeah.
So
Little.
This one's so cute. Oh, he fell asleep.
So we have sugarcane. Sugarcane is a very productive, very historic crop, and sugarcane is very easy to grow. This is a variety I got from Florida, and we also have an Asian variety we're going to be planting. The way you plant and propagate sugarcane, you can drop them in the water and you can see roots begin to form at each node that's submerged underwater. And these buds here will grow. There's a bud on each alternating node, and this is where the new plant comes from. We're going to lay them flat and bury them, and each little length will give us a plant. This bud will grow. These roots are already nicely head started, but even on something like this, we should be able to get a plant out of this one. You can notice there's 3 nodes there, and my research has shown that 3 node cuttings are probably the best to give you an opportunity to get success. We have about 40 feet of this stuff, and we're going to plant 2 rows of these along the back in this soggy, clayey soil. Should be perfect for them since it's almost always wet back here. There are crawdad holes everywhere. So let's go plant some sugarcane. I'm here with my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, and my son, and so we've got a 4-man work crew. We got another couple of workers maybe if we need them later who might join us. But we're going to dig these trenches right along this back part of the property. It's nice and soggy. What we've discovered here is we have really hard clay about 10 inches down, and so we're not really going to double dig this. We're just going to take the sod and flip it over and plant directly into that and hope it works.
Alright, Dad, do we need to go in and trench it a little bit, like in the shallow part?
It's all clay down there. I don't think we do.
Like in these shallow parts
Yeah,
right here?
maybe a little. But what we got to find is some way to put some organic material in here that'll break down over time.
Like
that'll help break this up a bit.
Alright, well I gotta get some water.
Yeah, let's take a break. Is that composting in place, and we'll gather some of those dead banana leaves.
Clean it out.
So we've managed to get 1 trench dug, and this is awful black gumbo clay down here in Alvin, Texas. And this is hard going. We're not going to be able to double dig like we had originally wanted to. And the reason is, right at the bottom of that trench, clay is so hard and so wet, we can't get through it. So we're going to take our sod and turn it upside down in here and plant our cane into the top of this sod. But this is mostly clay as well. Come on now, new muscle, bend that around. There you go. We're going to add some organic material to our trenches with the hopes of adding tilth to the soil over time. We've got a real powerful clay, and we want that to be broken up. If we add sand into there, the chemical properties that's what everybody always says, oh, just put some sand in there. That will basically make cement, because the chemical properties of clay binds to that, especially this gumbo clay. So we can't add sand. We're going to add organic material. Now the problem with adding organic material is this is dead banana leaf. We got a lot of it available on hand, so that's what we're going to use. This is a carbon, because it's dead and all the green's gone. Carbon rich material. It's going to bind up some of the resources in that soil, but we think it's worth the risk. The earthworms in there are going to get in and eat this stuff up, and slowly over time it's just a little bit of organic material to help kickstart the breakdown of the clay process. So in the end, I think that we'll have a nice composting in place going on down there. So yeah, let's put some free resources in our trenches.
All right, so grass side down, right?
What we need to do is put the sod in here grass side down, and we want to try to keep some of the more broken up soil like that, at least near the top where we can work with it. I'd guess we don't really have a choice if we're putting grass side down.
How long until they're not just sprouts? How long until we get some like canes, even if they're not like usable? Like I'm asking because my chickens are gonna be out here in 4 to 6 weeks, and I need to know if I need to fence this away from them for the first.
I don't know.
Because I don't want them to come in here
Dig it all out and eat it.
Eat it, because it's all sprouting. Because they will.
Yeah, I don't know. I imagine 4 to 6 weeks they ought to be about a
foot tall.
foot tall. But they'll be leafy. They'll be green and leafy.
Oh yeah, then I might have to fence them away from the chickens for a season.
Okay, change of plans, folks. This clay is too thick to plant in for my liking. I just want to make sure we give these cuttings a good head start. So I'm going to go up and import some topsoil into this trench, and we're going to lay our canes into the groove that we're making in the native soil, and then cover that with topsoil. And I think that would give them a better opportunity to grow easier. They'll get established in here really well, and once they do, they'll be fine. But for these young guys, man, I just want to give them every advantage we can. So I'll be back. So we're going to lay them in there, just like that. It's like laying a pipe.
Yeah.
Each one of these pieces should sprout at least one cane. So they'll be spaced about a foot apart, and over the years, as this grows, it will grow into a dense patch, and that's what we're looking for. Just as simple as that. And that'll give this stuff a head start. This is what we're fighting. This clay is like glue. It's really sticky, hard to get off. We had a guy digging and a guy cleaning shovels, just so we could get this done. So, all right. So here's an update. We got our first trench in. We put in our sugarcane, and my son's working on another trench. Us old guys are watching him, and so we learned some things. We learned that you can't double dig. So we're just going to cut the sod in a channel and cut it into manageable sizes, flip it over, probably put some more banana leaves down in there, and cover the cane with topsoil once we've got a furrow in this clay. I think it's going to work.
Y'all want to trade out with us and come over and get in on this? Pretty fun.
We're about halfway done with the second trench, and I think everybody's taking a break. We're really just about dead. But I think once these get going, this is going to be an ideal growing place for these canes. It's nice and wet back here. There are crawdad holes. I can't see why they wouldn't grow. So yeah. So here's our plan. My son has chickens and eggs and space in his property for things like my sugarcane. And so I am growing my sugarcane at his place and being able to teach you guys about whether or not we can be successful with it. We're going to make sugarcane syrup, and we're going to try to learn how to make granulated sugar from our crops that we get from this cane. And we'll constantly be propagating these canes to make this little stand bigger. Ideally, we want it to run the entire length of the property and to serve partly as a privacy wall as well. My brother-in-law is going to be launching a channel with cooking-related content, and so the three of us kind of have these pipe dreams that may come to fruition of selling our wares and our produce and our products at local farmers markets, just for the fun of doing such a thing. So, yeah, it's going to be fun to see this cane come up, and hope it doesn't get eaten by the chickens. I think my son's going to fence off this area while the cane is short, but we hope the chickens will also, once the cane is bigger, come in to take care of any ants and bugs that get in here, and yeah. it's a good day. All right, we managed to get all of the cane sowed today in 2 trenches. That was a lot of work. But this topsoil over the top of them is pretty much guaranteed to get these guys off to a good start. All right, we got it done. 2 rows of sugarcane now planted, and we're going to water that in, and that'll be it. Spend the rest of the day enjoying each other's company, eating some good food out of the garden. I harvested several pounds of carrots today and some beets. Yeah, good day, good day.
Oh, why is it going down? Oh man, there must be a kink.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us today on Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. All we have left to do is water in this sugarcane, and this experiment is off to a start, and I don't see any reason why it shouldn't work. I'll keep you updated. Hey, if you want to find out how it goes, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. And yeah, happy gardening to you. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.